Hello world! I'm here with another Kerbal Space Program video. I've got a mission all lined up for us, but first I actually want to go through and list all the mods I've got, or at least as many as I can remember. A chap by the name of Drago Skunky asked what mods I had and where to get them. They're all at Kerbal Space Program's forum in the add-on parts section, and I've pretty much got most of them, most parts packs and all that. I missed out a couple because my game just don't run with them, but just to start off, let's go with what we got here. We've got the two packs by C7 which add plane parts and other sort of jet engine parts. There's the standard aerospace pack, and then there's an experimental pack with some other bits and bobs, and they're all quite funky and lovely. They must be pretty good because the guy who made them has been hired by Squad, the company who makes the game. He's currently working on landing gear and all sorts of stuff like that, which is pretty cool. We've also got a little bomb here. I can't remember who. Apparently created by Janus. See, people put their little names on them. But yeah, that just flies around on the forum. It's not been updated in a long time, I don't think, but you know, it's something a bit of fun. I got some old base parts. There's a new base pack now as well, and oh, ace. Mr. Nova Salisco missed the B off of this one in the file. This is a horizontal landing engine. I've not used them yet. They're for landing actual moon bases on the moon. How cool is that? Yeah. I'll have to try that sometime soon. Make some sort of like Space 1999 base. There's a guy who made a Space 1999 Eagle Lander model as well. Looks really cool. Yeah, more flight parts. We got also these prop engines and stuff, which just little, there they are. These are made by Damn You Japan, I believe. They'll probably say, yep, Damn You Japan. They're lovely. They fly really well. They're lovely stuff. Now we're getting into a real mix of parts here. We've got parts from the KW Challenger pack. They've got a lot of nice, really balanced engines and all sorts. I've also got the Down Under Aerospace pack, because I love the Meilong parts. Let's see if I'm pronouncing that right. Meilong RCS, Meilong fuel tank. I use them often because of their nice. If I can grab it, they got this nice sort of stark white look to them, and it's all about the looks. Practicality is useless. I also have Nova Punch pack, of course, which is a collection brought together of two outdated packs, which has been revamped a fair bit. It looks lovely, good stuff in there. I've also got the Salisco edition. I've actually pretty much got a lot of Nova Salisco's parts. I've got Probodyne for all the, where are you? Here we go, all the sort of space probe stuff. Base pack, which is mostly in here, which you saw last episode of this, with the space station. I've since updated that, and he has his own solar panels and all sorts now, and even these little rotating lander legs for, again, landing on the moon. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. A little flag on a stick. I've also got the MechJeb sort of autopilot flight assistant stuff, and including a little custom one I made out of a Meilong. This is supposed to be a decoupler, but I changed it in the configuration files to be a tiny MechJeb because I like cheating. Nah, it's not cheating. They do help fly really well though. Very nice stuff. We've got another little pack. This is like tuned SAS or ASAS modules for larger vehicles and all sorts. Good stuff. All sorts of radio boosters. These are now from Nova Punch. They used to be a separate pack. We've also got the Noyuz Soyuz parts pack to make a Soyuz capsule, which is pretty cool. I do use those parts often, actually, some of them. And I've also gone ahead and edited. This was just a ASAS module for the actual thing, the actual Soyuz. I adjust, since I usually have my own ASAS, I changed it to a mechjeb. What else we got? This is lots of structural parts. Most of this from Nova Punch C7 and KW Challenger pack. All sorts. We've also got the truss pack. The truss parts pack for all sorts of weird kind of space, deep space missions. These are sort of fairing tops from the Soyuz pack as well. They're pretty decent. And these little particle cannons, they're pretty fun. I can't remember who made them. Just for if I'm messing around, I don't really use it in general. I've got this it's pretty much a hack engine. I think it's like 1,000. Mine apparently is 5,000 thrust. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We've got this one. This is another. A lot of these are plug-in powered. I got a lot of plug-ins in. This is an ion engine sort of thing. You have some solar panels off of it. What's the thrust? Yeah, see, it's not much. It's only 50, but it does keep going and going and going, which is pretty cool. That is the Deep Space Parts Pack. There's the Down Under Aerospace Ozplane. Flies pretty decent. We've got some other parts. We've got Gabby Alifix. I can't say that. He's got all sorts of crazy parts in there, but sometimes they're handy. These engines down here, these are the KW engines. Some of these are KW parts as well. Good stuff. Huge engines. I mean, look at the size of that engine. Bloody massive. These are for your big rockets. Your big rockets. Come on. And we've got some standard engines there. This is mostly Nova Punch here. Now we got some Silisko Edition stuff. Silisko Edition rockets, they're an interesting breed. I've edited a couple of them just because I don't like the idea of some of these engines actually don't have they have a minimum thrust of like 50 or something, so you're always burning. And it was a bit surprising at the time. But hey, it's all good, everyone plays the way they want. One of my favourite things from Silisko Edition is this tiny little RCS pod. Lovely. I don't know where I got these from, but I got these sort of re-entry. It's a little fuel tank here. And an engine. So I have successfully done a no parachute landing with these. They're really fun. You know, it's pretty exciting. Good stuff. Bloody good stuff. We've got some more different parts here. We've got these various space shuttle parts. They're made to go with the C7 parts packs. They're made by Tiberion. Pretty good stuff. Making a space shuttle is a pain in the ass. They often fly very cockeyed. We've also got these cool laser guns. Cool as that. These are now run by a plug-in, so they all rotate around and have targeting and all sorts of cool stuff. The cart, for if you want to drive around. I got a moon buggy on the moon. Drives around. I've also got the Gemini capsule pack, so I've got the Gemini parts in here as well. Don't really use them often unless I'm building sort of a Titan. It was Titan 2, I think it was called. I don't know. Yeah, but and the cart comes with some other this little Rusky Jeep. Pretty cool. Yeah, we've got all sorts of parts in here. This is the solar panels that comes and the fold-up legs that come default with the, I think it's the multi-joint framework plug-in. It's sort of like demonstration models for multi-joint models. Pretty cool. If I can grab hold of it and get rid of it. What else? We've got the muon detector for looking for monoliths. I don't want to call them monoliths, it sounds silly. We've got a couple of parts up here from Cosmos, because I needed them, but I don't run the entire Cosmos pack. It is a beautiful pack. It's just so goddamn big that my game can't run at all. It's huge. Here we have another shuttle cargo bay, but this one isn't just a fuel tank. It's an actual working cargo bay, which is a lot of fun. This is another one of my favourite older parachutes. It's just got little inflatable balloons that come down. Sort of a classic splashdown. Solar panels, all sorts. These, I often use these. These are from Tiberdine Shuttle Pack, Tiberian, by Tiberian. They're just support legs. Hold your rockets up. Sometimes you'll find the engines will get stuck in the launch pad or something, so they're a real hand. I have these. These are the robotics pack. All sorts of joints and whatnot. They're bloody complex. I've not really built anything other than some sort of spazzing mutant robot out of it. Then we've got all these little parts down here that are designed to fit on the Odin OTV, but I've managed to fit them onto another couple of things. Something I don't particularly like about them is they're all node attachments. So you have to actually you can't sort of radially place them, which I would prefer. It just gives it more of a... I know why I did it. You know, it just gives it more accuracy in the placement, but... oh well, it's all good. We also got some parts down here for the Vanguard Space Shuttle, another thing from Nova Silisco. And some lander parts up here, all good stuff. And the final tab, yeah, it's just probe parts. So we got a lot of bloody parts. There's only one part I'm quite interested in right now for this particular video, and that's the ISA Radar Alt Mapping Module. When I think of something neat is the description. By Insurance and GUI Cam. Yeah. I've already got a rocket built, so I'm going to cut to it on the launch pad and then explain what it does.